Welcome to this video. Valve confirms that nobody was hacked. This is coming from PCGamer.com, but it is being reported on other sources. And for those of you who do not know, Valve owns Steam, which is wildly popular, but this is Valve's address to reports that Steam customers were hacked, and they say, "We have examined the leaked samples and have determined that this is not a breach of Steam systems." I know some people can be very hesitant because companies can be dishonest about whether or not they've been breached or not. People noticed that a dark web forum user claimed that they had data for over 89 million Steam accounts and that they were selling it and that they had sample data for proof. Interestingly enough, they wanted to be contacted via Telegram. But according to Valve, what they actually had was text messages that are 2FA codes, and those codes expire after 15 minutes, so they would not be useful for anything. Now, while it may be true that no one gained access to any Steam accounts, others may argue that this still is a breach, albeit maybe a less severe one. However, I will always recommend to all users to make sure that you're using strong, unique passwords for everything. A strong password is at least 25 characters, a combination of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols, and make sure that you're using 2FA, which I believe Steam markets as SteamGuard, and also make sure that you are not using SMS as 2FA. It's the better than nothing option, but repeatedly it's shown to be a less secure option. But there are other issues we need to talk about with Steam. I have seen comments on forums to other people saying that Steam is always safe, you don't have to worry about malware, and that's not true. There are no application stores out there that are bulletproof. This includes the Google Play Store, the Apple Store. While they do try to remove malicious apps, sometimes things do get through. And this article from Forbes, which actually was a couple months ago, but also reported on Tom's Guide, bleepingcomputer.com, sometimes games do make it through, at least even in the short term, and install malware on the computer. There were two specific games that were taken down that turned out to be malicious: Sniper Phantom's Resolution, as well as PirateFi. Players became suspicious that something was off after noticing assets and descriptions had been copied from other titles, and additionally, the demo installer was from an external GitHub repository. These are all giant red flags. But the point that I want to get across is A, be very careful with any app store, but additionally, when it comes to games specifically, a lot of users prioritize the game, they want the content, they want to play the game, and they don't even think about what it is they're installing. And you also have to keep in mind that an application or a game may not fit the traditional definition of malware. It may not necessarily execute malicious code, but the application may still spy on you. And this is true about a lot of applications. Yes, they pass the malware check, but each of those applications may be collecting data on you. And when it comes to gamers, they often install a lot of games, sometimes hundreds and hundreds of games, all of which could be collecting telemetry and data and spying on you and spying on your device usage. I generally recommend to most people install as few applications as possible, but obviously with gamers, their mindset is not in that same space. And so it's just something to be aware of that, again, A, be careful and keep in mind that application stores, including Steam, can at times have malware, and B, every game you install could be spying on you. That is everything for this video, but if you do have any comments or questions, please post them down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please consider sharing it. And if you would like to support the channel, go ahead and hit that join button to become a member for as low as 99 cents a month, the thanks button, the subscribe button, and that bell notification icon to get notifications on future videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great day.